One of my favorite books on creativity and innovation is by a guy named Gordon MacKenzie. It's called Orbiting the Giant Hairball. Anybody ever read this book? Not too many. Currently out of stock at the Stanford bookstore, in case anybody's interested in like dashing over there to get it. But anyhow, Gordon MacKenzie, great guy. He was an artist. He worked most of his career at Hallmark Cards, but he's an artist, and he made these really funky but fun sculptures he welded together out of rusted steel. And what he would do is he spoke to a lot of school groups, and I mean grade school groups. And so he'd go, and he was prepared to do what I'm not sure I would be prepared to do, which is he was prepared to speak to each class individually. Which is to say, he started with the kindergarten kids in the morning, and then he spoke to the first graders and the second graders and the third graders and the fourth graders until he got to the sixth graders late in the day. He must have been really tired by that point. But he asked them, he started the same way with all of the groups. He started the same ways, and he said, look, I'm an artist. And I love to be around other artists. And he says, I look at your walls, and you've got art on the walls, so there must be artists here. He says, anybody here an artist? Right? And he's asking the kindergartners, right? And some of you can remember kindergarten, others you can remember kindergarten for your kids. And what do kindergartners do? Everybody in the class is up like this. Yeah, I'm an artist. Right? Everybody is in the class an artist. They're not just an artist, they're an enthusiastic artist. Right? And so he does that again to the first graders, and still, every hand is up. Not as much dancing around, not as many double hand raises, but everybody's still an artist. And he says, you get to the second grade, which is where you have your first little bit of attrition. Not every single kid raised their hand. You get to the third grade, and the fourth grade, and the fifth grade. End of the day, he gets to the sixth graders. And these kids are old enough to understand this. He asked the question about who's an artist, and when he asked the question of the sixth graders, there's only 2 hands go up. And the kids raising their 2 hands, they're looking around, kind of nervously to see if they're going to be judged by their peers. And so Gordon MacKenzie asked the sixth graders, he says, hey, what happened to all the artists in this school? He said, all the other artists transfer out? He said, all the other artists go to art school? He says, I don't think so. He said, I think something much worse. He said, I think someone or something has told you it's not okay to be an artist. And he said, if you don't remember anything else I say today, he said, I want you to go home and remember it's okay to be an artist. And so this is part of my message today. It's okay to be an artist, right? It's okay to be an innovator. It's okay to be a design thinker, even if it causes people around you to raise their eyebrows.